Yeah, yeah, yeah. Adjuma Brasa, me prefremo. Adjuma Brasa, Adjuma Braso, Adjuma Braso, Jano, me prefremo mate. Adjuma Brasa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Adjuma Brasa, me prefremo. Adjuma Braso, Adjuma Braso, Adjuma Braso, Adjuma Braso, ate. Adjuma Braso, Adjuma Braso, Adjuma Braso, Adjuma Braso, ate. Adjuma Braso, yeah, yeah, yeah. Adjuma Braso, me prefremo. Flower Jimmy so, me say me flower Jimmy so. Me flower Jimmy so. Na Adjuma Braso, ate. Me flower Jimmy so, yeah, yeah, yeah. Me flower Jimmy so, Adjuma Braso. Me flower Jimmy so, Jana me flower Jimmy so. Me flower Jimmy so, Abna me flower Jimmy so. Flower Jimmy so, Jida be me flower Jimmy so. Me flower Jimmy so, ate. Na Adjuma Braso, me flower Jimmy so, yeah, yeah, yeah. Me flower Jimmy so, Adjuma Braso. So coming wa. Many more yet my. Naja was a meja me fremo. So coming way. Many more yet. So coming wa. Many more yet my. Naja was a meja me fremo. So coming way. Many more yet. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the channel of Temple of Divine Light. I welcome you all to our cycle. I welcome you all to our fold. I welcome you all to our world of spirituality and ancestral lineage, the world of tradition and culture of our various places. Welcome to all my Muslim brothers. I say Assalamu alaikum to my Krishna, Baha'i and Buddhist brothers. I say Namaste, 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 Om Shanti, Om Namaste. And to all the Christians, I say Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. To my ancestors, I say Ayuko. Yes, last week we were here to talk about the power of our ancestors and the power of nature around us. Today we will still continue, and I will alert you to know, those of you who are joining me for the first time, you like the video, you press the subscribe button, and then you hit the bell so that any video that I'll start, you will be the first to know. Follow me. Before I do anything, I have to consult the ancestors and the deities around here and the spirits and spirit guides so that whatever we do here shall be successful. Follow me whilst I go to pour libation. This is part of the tradition. God bless you. Ago. I call the spirit of the east the spirit of the west, north, and south. I call the spirit of the eaters. I call the spirit of our ancestors. And I call the powers of all the 4 cardinal points to come and take drink from me, Agya Yaw. I call all the deities around to come and take drink from me, Agya Yaw. I call from our background all our ancestors, the deities, the stools, and the deities around to come and take drink. Those watching me now, I call from your back all the deities to come and take drink now. We call our chi to arise to its perfect self, to liberate us from the hands of the wicked. I call that spirit of the eaters to come and assist us in this work, to take away all the negative effects and negative energies away from our lives. And those who wish us good, let them be good. Those who wish us bad, let bad go to them. Those who curse us, our ancestors should curse them. And those who bless us, they should bless them now, forever. You see? Because of you, I try to pour libation in English. Don't mind my English, okay? Because I am not an Englishman. Because of you, I'm trying to speak the English language because it's not my local dialect. And we don't feel shy, or we are not ashamed of speaking any broken English. If it comes for broken, I go speak broken. Whatever way you understand me, I will speak it. Today is another day that our ancestors and the divine ones has made. Today is another day that nature has done for us to be glad and happy in it. Because without them, there will be no existence of mankind on this planet. Bear in mind that without nature, nobody can survive here. So if you want the best neighbor on this planet, it's nature. Nature is the best neighbor on this planet. Not the one who stays closer to your house, or those whom you are staying in the same vicinity are your neighbors. No. We have some spiritual neighbors which we must recognize all the time, and that is nature. This natural thing I'm talking about now can be from the plant kingdom, from the animal kingdom, from the 4 strong wings, from air, water, fire, and earth, and of course the eaters. All these come together. That is the embodiment of what you call God. Without that, nobody can experience life on this planet. That is why, Agya Yaw, I always tell you, get closer to nature and hear the voice of God. When you get closer to nature, you will hear the voice of your ancestors. Because those days, our ancestors used nature to do all their things. They rely on nature. That time we have nothing called irrigation. They rely on nature to plant their crops. They read the weather without any rain gauge or meteorological what and what not. But they were able to determine when the rain will fall and when the rain will not fall. This is wisdom of our ancestors. They determined to know where there will be sunny or the summer. We have the rainy season and then the summer season, the raining and the dry season. We have these 2 parties mainly in Africa. They are able to determine which year or which month contains more rain and which month will contain more dryness, so that they will be able to portion themselves how to plant or cultivate their products or cultivate their crops. You see how wisdom they are, but we are here talking evil about them, that they were evil. That is why we are suffering today. No, we are evil to ourselves. we this generational time, this present time, we are more foolish. Not that our ancestors were foolish and they are evil. That is why we are suffering. No, we are suffering because we are evil. That time there was no technology. They were living in their own means. They were using the environment in which they were to survive. Though there are certain things that they did it according to time and condition in that space. Time, condition, and space. With that space, that was the norm of the day. This is what they have to do to survive at that particular time, because they were living in the present moment in which they are. And the condition around them, in the place that they are, the space that they were at that time, demand certain things that we say is evil. For that time, if they were not having those things, they could have not survived or protect themselves against any evil energy. My brother, listen to me. I am telling you this to justify that our forefathers were not stupid. They were not foolish, and they were not evil. As those people believe in the Bible, but they don't know anything about the Bible, only believe in it, will tell you that our forefathers sinned. They were evil. That is why we are suffering today. No, I will debunk that. Yes, our forefathers were so wise. Our forefathers were having the wisdom of nature. Our forefathers were aligned to nature, so they could hear the voice of God. They know when it is going to rain, and they know when it is not going to rain. They know the type of clouds. They knew the type of clouds that can produce water. And some of the clouds will not produce water. In those days, my grandmother, when the clouds are formed and it's ready to rain, she will boldly tell me that, oh, it will not rain. This will spread to the other side. And truly, I tell you, the clouds will spread. Not that she was using any supernatural power to spread the clouds. No. It was a wisdom of nature. My grandmother didn't go to school, but she was able to determine the type of cloud that will produce rain. You watching me can testify to that. My grandmother didn't go to school. My mother didn't go to school. But they're able to determine the type of cloud that will produce rain. They were able to determine the cross, the male from the female, without any scientific proof, without any biblical proof, but they were able to differentiate between a male crop and a female crop. That was the wisdom of nature working in them. This type of wisdom that Agya Yaw, I am trying to infuse in you or inculcate in you, so that you will know not to believe your ancestors. You will know that your ancestors were using certain wisdom to live in those days. And the wisdom that they were using to live is they were tapping the energy of nature. You see, we call something a tender stone. A tender stone that fall from above. Our forefathers knew that there was a power above them. That is why they say below the sun and above the sun. So whenever it is raining and this tender stone falls down, they will put it in water. In a clay pot, they put water and put this tender stone in it. And they will be drinking, knowing not to believe that there is a power above them that can sustain and protect them. That is wisdom. All this wisdom you people are calling evil because you have got something called the Bible. You've got something called the book. You got something called the Holy Book, which is not holy. The book that has come to disintegrate families, the book that has come to disintegrate the world, the book that has come to put knife against mother and brother, and put against mother and son, mother and daughter. It's not a book. It's not a book of peace. It's a book of destruction. This has come to destroy the knowledge and the power that we were holding. But I tell you, it is not too late. Who is listening to me now? It is not too late to revisit your ancestors. So far as you don't know doesn't mean they don't exist. So far as you don't have knowledge about them doesn't mean they don't exist. Anything that has name on this planet exists. Because there is a greater thing that all things exist in it. And the greater thing is the universal and the primordial force in which we all exist in it. He is one in us and we are one in it. You cannot separate us from the primordial force. That is how our ancestors, the energy is. You cannot separate the energy of your ancestors from yourself because you come from their lineage. You come from their path. And they must be respected as such. Respect your ancestors and live long. Those watching me from the diaspora and other African countries who do not speak my language, you are the one that I'm speaking to now because you always complain that you don't hear my language. Listen very carefully. Things are very bad and things are awkward. You have no favor. Even the work where you are working, there's a lot of troubles and problems. No one wants to see you and no one wants to favor you. You need not to go for any money medicine. Somebody say, can you do money ritual for me? What kind of money ritual? Begin to respect your ancestors by pouring libation for them. Begin to respect your ancestors and the deities, the waters and the rivers in your hometown. Because if you go to any power man, any man who wants to do sikadro or whatever money ritual for you, either the person takes you to a river or he takes you to the mountains, he takes you to trees, he uses certain herbs to prepare something for you, or he uses a certain animal to prepare something for you. Get closer to this nature and get your healing and get your healing from your financial distress. Begin to respect your ancestors. Begin to respect the power at your background. Begin to respect the deity, the rivers, the trees in your hometown. Begin to give them the respect. Pour libation for them. If you cannot use drink, use water to pour libation for them. They will listen to you. There is a river behind your house. There is a river in your farm, but you don't regard that river. If you begin to come closer to that river will come closer to you because it is part of nature and it is there to help mankind. Listen very carefully to Agya Yaw. I am giving you a new chapter. A new chapter of a divine force. A new chapter of spirituality. When you get a new phone, we have a default. This is a default means of spirituality. The default means of spirituality is through our ancestors. They came first because before all this religion came into being. They were there before all these religions came into being. Through mankind, because they want to dominate each other, that they brought religion to entice us, brought religion to lord over us, to take what belongs to us. No wonder that most of the powers that the pastors possess, they are now coming out to reveal themselves the secret, that they get the secret from their ancestors and not from any Holy Spirit. Because Holy Spirit already dwells on you. It depends on how you are going to use it. Do not joke with our ancestors. Do not joke with the divine ones behind us. Do not joke with your grandfather and your grandmothers who are already gone. If they are still there, go for their blessing. Speak to them. If you have been ignoring them, any old aged person is a witch. In Africa, when you grow, you are a witch. When you grow and you don't have money, you are a witch. But our president, John Ajekum Kufuor, Odiewuo, has grown enough. But he is not a witch. Why? He is not a witch. Nobody will call him a witch because he has already made it. And people testify to his bio. But your grandmother, your grandfather, who is in the village, who hasn't got a dime, you say he's a witch. She is a witch or he is a witch. He's a wizard. Why? Because he hasn't got nothing. He's a pauper in the village. But let me tell you something. If you are able to build your own capacity and come to the realization of the power behind you, you will be the one to succeed. When you get succeeded, your descendants will not call you a witch. Listen to me very carefully. It is not a crime, or it is not a sin, or it is not evil for you to practice your tradition and culture. It is not evil at all. It is not evil. There are some pastors in the church who are now herbalists. They are now taking herbals from left and right, front center, to cure people. But at first, we call them a herbalist. Now the herbalists are in the church. They have come to the realization that nature is powerful. You will see that they say this is Prophet Orlando. This is a prophet. When you go to the social media, you see so many prophets coming out with various medicines, coming out with various health that cure spiritual attacks and cure so many things. These are the pastors who said a herbalist is a sin and a herbalist is going to hell. Now they've turned to go with this Ezekiel chapter something that eat the fruit and use the herbs as a medicine. The first time they did not see that quotation. Now that they've seen that if you cannot beat us, you join us, they are coming in, but in a different style. At first, some pastor condemned that if you use Florida water, you are from Mame water. This is what they were saying. If you use Florida water, you are from Mame water. If you use incense, you are calling saint. And this is evil. This is what they have inculcated in our mind. This is what they have used to code our minds, that we cannot use certain things to appease our ancestors. Now, if you want to appease your ancestors, you can use the tobacco as an incense to appease them. If there is any generational curse and there are deaths in the family, begin to appease your ancestors with the tobacco and certain herbs that I will disclose to you later. These are the perfumes and the scents that we use to appease our ancestors and the divine ones behind us. But the church condemned all this. Now they are using it. They have now come to realize that the use of incense and perfumes are not evil. They are a bunch of hypocrites. They are a bunch of hypocrites. At first, when you use Florida water, they say you are evil. Why? Because you are from Mame water. It is only the spirits that use Florida water. When you use any perfume or you use any cologne to do anything, spiritual thing, they will tell you that you are evil. Now they bath in it. Now they bath in it. So you will see the type of hypocrisy the church is. Religion has come to disintegrate us. Religion has come to torn us apart. Religion has brought nothing good to mankind. It has done more harm than good. If we are able to embrace our own various cultures and traditions and know that so is one, and that what affects my brother affects me, then the world will be a better place to be. Because of fear, mankind has created a certain portion of protection around them that do not help the world. Because of fear, there are so many weapons around the world to protect ourselves. Forgive me. You see? Because of anxiety and fear, look at what the world is moving toward. We have been in the grip of fear. And the religious body has also brought the fear of not going to heaven and the fear of going to hell. All these are fear. The world is living in fear. It has come, the time has come for us to liberate ourselves from this mental slavery. Decode yourself and become who you are. Decode yourself from this coding that all that is of our ancestors is very bad. Of all that is our ancestors is evil. Decode your mind now. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Live to be who you are. Not what somebody thinks you should be. No. The pastor cannot dictate for you and show you what you should do. If the pastor will dictate for you, let him find you a job so that he will be the manager of that job, then he can control you. As far as the pastor does not feed you, do not allow him to control your life. Whosoever feed you is the one that controls your life. Because without him, you cannot satisfy the belly. Without him, you cannot enjoy yourself. Without him, that thing can happen to you. But my brother, let me tell you something. Don't let these pastors, these fake and hypocrite pastors, these Wawa pastors, these Quarantine pastors, these give me some words for them because they deserve some very bitter words. You see, they are there for their parochial interest. No pastor will build a very fine mansion, decorate it with a series of lighting system, give you the best of glasses around that building, and tell you that I feel for humanity because humanity will go into destruction. I, evangelist, pastor, overseer, give me some of their titles. You know, they give titles to themselves that I am afraid people will go to hell. So I have built this mansion so that people will come. I will change them and send them to heaven. It is not true. If you see any pastor building a church, it is a factory. It is a factory. You are the raw material that he is going to process and get money out of it. He will process you. You are the raw material that he will put in his factory. That building that he has built, very nice place that he has put there, is not for God. It's for you to come inside so that he can use his sales of conning to con you and take all that is with you. If he has not finished paying for the cost of his church, do you think he will leave you to go? No pastor care for you that you are going to heaven. No. No pastor, no evangelist, no, what we call them, the bishops, and then the clergy. No, none of them is ready to take you to heaven. He is not going to experience it. He has not experienced before. He is there for his parochial interest. If it is, he has been employed in the church to be paid. But I'm asking you, who is playing the drum? I am asking you, who is playing the trumpet? Have you been paid? I am asking you, you elders of the church who go for evangelism, are they paying you? You see that you are stupid of yourselves? But the church money is going to the top and you are suffering. Your child was sacked from school fees, but the church has a school. You cannot use, your child cannot attend. The church has a school, but your child cannot attend that school because the cost in that school is so exorbitant that you cannot pay. I am telling you the truth. If it is not hypocrisy and destruction of mankind, a church will not leave a factory and build a prison. The church choose from a prison and a factory. They build a prison and leave a factory. The government told them, do you want to build a factory for your church? He said, no, I want us to build a prison so that if my church member steals, then you go to a better prison. Nonsense. Hypocrisy at its highest point. Agya Yaw, I will tell you the truth. Wherever you are watching me, see our leaders, the way they are playing us wicked, they will play us wicked to the end if you don't change our mindset. Begin to change your mind. Begin to dump the church and begin to follow your instinct and your ancestors. Begin to follow the power within you. Begin to tap nature and be yourself. You are the answer to your own problems. There's no one who is answerable to your problems, but you are the answer to your problems. That is why I always say, you are the captain of your own ship. And when the sea is rough, you have a better place, yes, to navigate to. It is you alone, because your destiny lies in your own hands. Do not allow anybody to deceive you and cramp you into a one corner and cramp you into religion that you cannot liberate yourself. Yes, you become mentally imprisoned. They will limit your consciousness. They will limit your sense of reasoning. They will limit your sense of freedom. They will limit your sense of reasoning. As they limit your consciousness, put it at one corner. Those pastors who cannot answer simple questions, whenever you ask them any question, they have to quote the Bible. Whenever you ask them any question, they have to go and quote the Psalms of Solomon. Whenever you want to ask them question, they will just go and quote Apostle Paul. They have no sense of reasoning. They have no wisdom from above. The wisdom that they have is the one that has been put in the book from their slave masters. We must begin to think outside the box. You must know that you are endowed with power within your being. Nature has already done everything for you. You have all that it takes to express yourself freely on this planet. You have all that it takes within you. It is up to you to come out with your God-given potentials out, to express yourself as yourself, to bring the good out of you, to serve humanity. It's up to you to act in accordance with the power of your ancestors and nature. Combine these two together and you'll be a great being on this planet. Tell me, who has ever made it without going through his ancestral way? All the big men that you see, all those inventors, all those big men that you see on this planet, they are from certain source of power. Let me tell you, they are from a certain source of what? Power. That is behind them. They have a correct intuition. They have powerful divine people behind them. They can read from the above. They tap the universe with the universal intelligence. They tap the wisdom of the universe. You have this power within you, but you have not activated. Begin to activate it through your ancestral way and make use of it to benefit yourself. We are in this Aquarius age where humanity, divinity meets humanity. At a certain point, for us to become who we are, it is the time of the truth. The time of suppression is over. The time of liberation is now. Those in the church will be liberated, but we outside people, we that we call us evil, now we are going to liberate the people who said they were in the light, but they fear darkness. Those who are in the light, you need not to fear darkness. We are in darkness, so we must fear light. But we are in the darkness so that we can see the light. We are here now to come after you, wherever you are, in your churches, in your mosques, and we will tell you the truth to come out from them and accept your tradition and accept your culture and accept everything that your ancestors laid down for you to live a better life and live that slavery. Religion that spilled the blood of mankind. Religion that was forcibly given to mankind. The Crusaders. What were they doing? The missionaries, what they were doing? Christianity is based on blood. It was a bloodshed. Either you accept Christianity or not, they kill you. That is that brought what we call the cross. The cross is a sword. It's a sword which was used to slay those who do not believe in Christianity. As the same as Muslim way, the Islam also was based on that. People were slain, people were killed. But our ancestral lineage, our ancestral power is freedom that man can get. Nobody forces you. But when your soul is ready, your ancestors will arise to embrace you. Begin to walk through the path of your ancestors and seek for the freedom that you want. The freedom of financial freedom, the freedom from poverty, the freedom from anxiety, freedom from oppressed. Come to your ancestors. Begin to practice their ways. Begin to take the old ways and move in your life. And this will be the good thing in your life that you have ever chosen. I, Agya Yaw, I have tested it. I know how it is. Yes. Me, nobody can challenge like me. Me, if I don't see, I don't believe. Oh. Me, I want to know, I don't want to believe. Listen to me very careful. If you see me here talking about our ancestors, I know what I'm talking about. Because I have been a pastor before. I am ordained pastor from a very reputable church. I have been on the street preaching. Since 1992, I preach in Kumasi, one of the suburbs, Kumasi, one of the cities in Ghana. I was a preacher over there. And many people were surrounding me when I'm preaching at dawn. I go for dawn broadcast and I teach and preach the word of Jesus Christ. I am ordained pastor, grew up in a Christian community. But I came up to know that, no, that was not my path. My path is through a spiritual and ancestral way. And if I limit myself to the church, I limit myself to religion, I cannot liberate my soul. Because religion is born on fear and promises. Fear of not going to heaven and fear of going to hell. And a bunch of promises, give unto me, bring money. The more you bring, the more you get. Bring your tithe to the church. God will open heavens for you. I pay all this tithe and the heavens were not opened. I was in a tight corner. Spread your bread upon the waters and one day you shall receive it. And the pastor will eat all this money and get a very chunk belly or come and sit down and talk nonsense to me. I came to the realization of myself that I am deceiving myself. I am not deceiving anybody. And the divine ones back me to rise up from that bondage of those colonial masters. They teach me, they taught me sense, wisdom, for me to come out from this bondage of these colonial masters, for me to entangle myself in the tentacles of this Bible that has based on the mankind, teach our minds, teach our everything that Africans will have to do. I came out of them and now I am a hero of myself, and I'm here to liberate you from that colonial mentality that anyone who practices ancestral lineage path is evil. It is not evil. Agya Yaw, I have tried it, tested it, and I am living in it. And my ancestors were not evil. They were able to plant cocoa and build a house for me. It was a family house that I always go and dwell in it. But you, here are you, shame unto you. You have no place for your children even to lay their heads. Yet you said you are a Christian. You are not able to do anything. It is only the pastor that prospers, but you will not prosper. I am hitting hard on you just because I want to break that backbone of Christianity. I want to break out that religion that has entangled your mind. I want to break that thing out and make you free. I break you out of the chain that the white man has removed from your hands and put it in your brains. I want to remove the shackles and the chains that the white man has removed from your hands and your legs and put it in your brain. I want to break that chain so that you will be free and know that our ancestors, we have power, and we have ancestral power, and our lineage is so powerful. That river in our home is so powerful. Not only River Jordan is a sacred river. No, we have so many sacred rivers in Africa, and if we are able to adhere to them, appease them, and tap their energy, yeah, we will benefit from it. It is not only River Zamzam, which is a holy water. No, we have so many waters created by the divine intelligence that we can use in our various homes. It is not only Kaaba, which is a sacred rock or a black stone. There are so many black stones in Africa that we can go there and then seek refuge over there. There is no stone that is in Israel greater than the stones in Africa. It is up to us now to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. I will not stop talking about this because Bob Marley was right. Bob Marley was a prophet. You people say he was an evil and he was smoking weed. Yes, the pastors are more evil than the Rasta man. Agya Yaw, this morning, I am giving you this peace to your heart. And I'm telling you the fact that you must not believe in your ancestors. But you must know your ancestors. I don't want you to believe anything that I say, but you must testify, practice it, and see the energy that you get from it before you criticize me. I mean, I speak on authority because I know what I'm speaking from. I know the type of divine intelligence who are behind me. I know the type of deities and powers who are behind me. I know the type of ancestors I lean on. And I know that the divine one is also in coalition with them. Because there is nothing evil from the divine intelligence. We make it evil. It is our mindset that makes it evil. It is our mindset that makes things evil and sin. But if we are able to free our minds, if we are able to liberate our minds and see that what is behind us from where we came from, if that place was evil, we could have not been survived on this planet. Because that place was good and it's not evil, that is why we are able to come out from their lineage and to be at this date that we are. Don't condemn your ancestors. Don't speak ill of them. Don't speak ill of the divine ones behind you in your family. Don't speak ill about the stool and then the deities in your home. Don't speak ill about them. Do not despise the rivers in your hometown. Do not despise the mountains and the trees in your hometown. Begin to appreciate them. Begin to appease them. Begin to seek knowledge and power from them, and you shall have it. Let me tell you, the freedom is now. Freedom of spirituality. Freedom from the church. Freedom from religion is here. Agya Yaw, I am here to give you that freedom. If only you will listen to me. If only you do what I say. If only you adhere to whatever the divine ones are teaching through me, liberation will be yours. In the evening, I am going for another ancestral hour in my language. I entreat all and sundry to be with me in the evening, 9 p.m. I will not prolong matters. A word to the wise is enough. Take these words that I give to you, the advice that I have given to you. Begin to practice it. Begin to practice your culture and tradition. Begin to appease your ancestors. Begin to give food and water to your ancestors, as I have shown here. Begin to pour libation for them. And if you see any nature and you are in need, approach that nature and speak to that nature, and answers shall flow. I will meet you in the evening for the tree part in Ancestral Hour. But today, I leave you with this message. Whosoever watching me from any part of the world, whosoever hear my voice today, do not despise your ancestors. For they are the pivot upon which you can stand and rise. God bless you. Let's go, and I'll pour libation for you for the weekend to be better. Oh, my ancestors who were here to help me to accomplish this job. The work is perfectly done. Take your drink. Those who watch me, don't let them go in vain. Those who are weary, financial stress, marital stress, work stress, whatever stress they are going through this drink, liberate them for me. Oh, my great divine ones and ancestors behind me, I beseech thee to bless those who bless me, and curse those who curse me. Give to those who want something from the divine. Those who practice any form of ancestral worship, please help them. Anyone watching me and ready to practice what I'm doing, by putting any drink on the ground to call his ancestors, let them respond to that person. Let them get what they want so that they will know that there is power in our ancestors and power in nature. But those who despise us, those who think we cannot make it, those who will bring us down, those when we build and they are bringing everything down, let curse, financial curse, be upon them now and forever. Yes, this is me, Agya Yaw Brefo. That is my name. My number is +2332451111728. I am in Accra, Ghana, a suburb called Ofanko Barrier. When you call me, I'll give you the direction. If you want to communicate with me, that is my number, +2332451111728. You can send me WhatsApp. You can make an audio for me. If you want to support us, what we are doing, you have the right to support us. There is a way you can support us on this number. You can call me, we'll discuss. And if there's anything you want us to do, you have any question, you have any divination to make, Agya Yaw, I am available to do all your divinations for you. No matter where you come from, there is no barrier in spirituality. Agya Yaw, I can tap your energy and know what is going on in your life. Yes, be with me on Sunday for another service. God bless you.